record, and then I'm going to screen share with you guys because I've got our little slides. All right, cool. Okay, guys, so I'm going to get started. Today is Wednesday, May 25th. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Val Bazo. I am a 10-star Diamond, 2-time elite coach. I've been coaching for about 3 years. I just hit my 3-year mark at the beginning of this month. And it's the coolest job ever. And welcome to those of you who are new, who've maybe never logged onto this call, new to all of our teams. And, you know, it's just the cool thing about Beachbody is the uplifting and the community that we create of empowering each other, empowering women. And I know that we do have some guys, but the majority of our team is women. And I started Beachbody because of that reason. I was miserable in my own skin and I needed to lose weight. And I knew I had such a bigger purpose in life. My husband and I were struggling with debt. We're a military family, or we were a military family. My husband actually just got out of the Navy last month. It's crazy. Thank you, Beachbody. I mean, we were able to do this because of my business over the last 3 years. So it's just incredible to know what can happen. We've paid off all of our debt, and my kids are lucky and blessed to have both of their parents home with them every day. Actually, summer break started yesterday. Not yesterday, I'm sorry. Friday was our last day of school. And it's just super cool, like that we're all home with them. So anyways, that's just a little backstory of me for those of you who don't know, and just to see the opportunity of this, because what I'm going to talk to you about today is really Success Club and how to achieve it if you're not there yet. Even if you are there, talk about how we don't let the pedal off of the gas just because you are at Success Club. The work never stops for us in this job, and to me, that's the beauty of it, because it's such an unconventional job that we have. No, we don't work 9 to 5. No, we don't work Monday through Friday. We work every day, but we can literally get everything we need done for our job in an hour, and we get to plan that. So to me, that's the beauty. But to some others, that can be difficult if you're not very good at time management, if you're trying to figure this all out. But prioritizing and just really understanding, whether you know it yet or not, whether you truly understand how important Success Club is yet or not, trusting the process and believing us as leaders when we tell you Success Club is the #1 goal that you have to achieve every single month. It's a non-negotiable. So the way that I look at Success Club, guys, and I did starting in month 2 of my business, I literally started, I had read or listened to, and I think it was Eric Worre, and he talked about basically, what if your kids were in a burning building and the only way that you could get to them to save them was you're in this top of this building over here, and this building over here is on fire, and there's a tightrope. The only thing that you can get to your kids is on this tightrope to go and save them from the flames. Would you go and do it? Absolutely. Like, I mean, there's no question. I would do everything in my power ever to save my kids. So then he was like, relate that to your business. Use that same power and that same energy towards your business. So as soon as I heard that, something clicked in me, and I was like, yes. So I started treating Success Club like, okay, my kids, I could only save my kids if I hit Success Club. I could only put food on the table for my kids if I hit Success Club. And guess what happened? I went from struggling so super bad to being able to hit Success Club, like going from that last day of the month, stressing out, calling on my family members to get to Success Club, to taking this business and making it a priority, learning how to talk to people, building relationships, and then making myself hit Success Club by the 10th to the 15th of the month, so I'm not stressing at the end of the month. So I'm going to take these 9 tips and I'm going to share them with you guys on what I do with my business, and I hope that it helps you guys too to understand the value and the importance of achieving this goal every month. So the first thing I am telling you guys, if you don't do, is track your business. You have to track, and it doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't have to be a Google spreadsheet. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. I am not fancy. I put a few examples up here for, you know, you guys, and I'm sure that it's probably in all of your team pages, some kind of a business activity tracker. But You have to know who you're talking to, who you're going to invite each day. You have to know what you're inviting to, whether it's a challenge group or the business opportunity. You have to be knowing what you're listening to or reading for personal development. You have to know what workout program you're doing and what Shakeology you're drinking. You have to track that. And for me, actually, I think this is my new notebook. So for me, I am a notebook girl, okay? And I know that you guys can see my little tiny picture up in the screen, but I'm going to show you literally my system. I just got a brand new book. I use like a little 3-subject notebook. I am not fancy. This came from Target, and I literally every morning I take 10 minutes to visualize my day, think about my goals, and write down my plan of action. So I'll use yesterday's, for instance. I write Tuesday at the top of the page, and I write workout and what I did, Shakeology, personal development, and I write it all out. And then I write down invites, and I write down follow-ups. And then I write down like whatever I have to do. I had some calls yesterday. I have to make slides for me, what I do in my business, and then life, home life, laundry, and taking care of the kids and that kind of stuff. But then as I invite, I know who I'm inviting because I write their names down. And as I invite them, I just highlight off their names. And then I look over this list, and today I've already looked over the list, and I was like, okay, well, I didn't hear from this person, or this person, so I'm going to send them a follow-up now today. It's Wednesday. That's what I came in and did. So it's just whatever works for you. You guys, you have to track your business, okay? So make sure you're doing that. You have to do the work every day. Treat this business like a business. And this little, for instance, that I like to use. Do you think that Walt Disney just worked when it was convenient or when he found the time? I hear that so often. Well, I didn't work today at my Beachbody business because I didn't have time, or I couldn't find the time, or my kids were doing this, or, I was running late at my job, or, X, Y, and Z. Every excuse in the book will not get you to your goals. So you have to decide what is your priority. Are you going to make this happen or not? You have to give yourself that gut check. But it's a sacrifice now, but will be rewarded later kind of business. And it's so worth it, you guys. It is so worth it. Trust me and trust in the process, and believe what your upline coaches are talking about. Believe what we're sharing with you, and just don't overthink, because overthinking will kill your business. And making sure you're getting that power hour in. What are you doing for your power hour? Are you making sure that you get out your lists and your computer and you start your timers? I use a timer on my phone, 5 minutes to post to social media, 10 minutes to add a few new friends on Facebook, go through a few people's profiles, like, comment on their pictures, 25 minutes to send my invites. For me, at that quote unquote rock star coach status that I knew that I wanted to get to early on in my business, I know that I want to make this my full-time business. So I invited every single day from the start of my business, no less than 10 people a day. Now, if you're kind of that part-time coach and you work full-time business and you're a full-time mom and everything else, 3 people minimum every single day that you're going to invite, okay? And know what you're inviting to, whether it's your challenge group or the business opportunity. For me, I invite to both every day. So, I pick out, I have my list, who I'm inviting to the business and who I'm talking to about challenge groups. And then 10 minutes, go into your challenge groups, post, add value, use the live stream on your phone. You guys, this live feed is incredibly awesome, okay? So make sure that you're using that. I go into my challenge groups, like yesterday, I went in and did like a water challenge and showed them my water bottle that I like to use. Little things like that. It just helps. And then checking into the team pages, into your trainings, get plugged in. Make sure you're plugged in. When I feel myself kind of disconnecting from my team, guys, like I don't feel like myself. I don't feel like I'm being very productive. So plug in. It's so important. So the first big tip, so that was like what you should do to get yourself set up. And then next is your mindset. You have to have a positive mindset in order to hit Success Club. You have to tell yourself you're going to hit Success Club. If you're saying, oh, this is so hard, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. Oh, I don't know if it's that important. Any kind of thoughts like that will get you nowhere, and you're not going to hit Success Club. Now, switch your mindset and tell yourself, this is non-negotiable. I'm setting this goal. I'm going to help 3 people minimum this month. We're going to crush it in the challenge group. I'm going to help them get some results. I am going to give my all. I'm going to be successful in this business no matter what. you're going to hit Success Club. You're not going to give up. You're going to hit it early. You're going to attract, your vibe attracts your tribe. You're going to attract some of those amazing people, and you're going to do the work, right? So making sure that you are telling yourself that every single day is key for sure in your business, okay? And then next, number 2, go for no. So I want you today, after we get off this call, to scroll down through all of your Facebook messages. I think most of us do that. Go through your emails, and I want you to go for no. Go back and start with all of the people who told you no or not right now, and start with them and say, okay, here we go. I am totally going to make sure that I'm messaging them every single day, okay? So go in there, message your no's, say, hey, you know what, guys? I know that maybe last month was whenever you talked to them. I know last month wasn't the best time for a challenge group, and I know that you said no, but summer's coming and I'm starting this summer survival challenge group, and I thought maybe you would be interested. Can I send you some information? Is now a better time? That's it, short, sweet, to the point. And then go down through and follow up with all of the people who, some missed conversations or messages that kind of just ran dry. Go back in there and message them, because that is where probably 90% of your challenge pack sales or your coaching signups are going to come from, is in the follow-up. Promise you. And you don't just follow up once or twice. You follow up 5, 6, 10, 15, 20 times. Okay? I am the follow-up queen. I follow up all the time. That's how I have created success, because I go back and I think of it kind of as like, commercials that we see. Like, you'll see commercials for makeup, or even use our product infomercials, right? Where they're on the TV all the time and people are seeing it. You're seeing it, you're hearing it, kind of like the Facebook posts that we do. People are seeing it, they're hearing it, but a lot of people, they're just not ready yet. But that split second, whenever they are ready, whenever they're looking in the mirror and they're like, man, I really need to do something, where are they going to go? Are they going to come to you because you followed up with them so many times and they know what you do, that you're a coach? Or are they going to wait till the next time they see that infomercial and they're just going to call the number? Make sure that you're basically in their face and they know what you do and that you want to help them. Inhale confidence and exhale doubt. I love that. And then the failing and becoming a failure are two very different things. I love this quote. Successful people fail eagerly, while failures avoid failing. Okay? We fail every day in this business. That's kind of, again, the beauty of it. We have to be so far out of our comfort zone and kind of take that emotion out of what it is and be okay with completely falling flat on our face every day and getting back up. We make mistakes, and that's how we learn to be successful. But that is the only way that you're going to get ahead, is by failing forward. Next, number 3, ask for referrals. Every person I talk to, I ask for referrals. That is where the basis of my business has come from, is by saying, hey, do you have 2 or 3 friends who would like to join you? Or, hey, do you know 2 or 3 people who might want to coach on my team? Something like that. Like, I put up a few examples here. Hey, Sarah, I'm so pumped that you placed your order and are getting started in our Summer Survival Challenge group next week. Do you have 2 or 3 friends you can ask to join us? Your mom, sister, best friend, coworkers, etc. These groups are even better when people join you too. Okay? What I did here, I didn't just say, hey, do you know anybody who would like to join us? Because I've done that before, and I've learned that everybody's like, no, I can't think of anybody. But when I take that next step and I give a number, hey, do you have 2 or 3 friends? And then I give examples of the people that they could think of. That is what the turning point was. That was when they were like, oh yeah, you know what? My sister has been saying that she would like to lose 10 pounds, or, my coworker really needs some new recipe ideas. That's where it comes from. And that's an example from someone who did place an order, and then another one who didn't, who had told me no. Hey, Kate, I know now is not a good time for you to start your health and fitness journey, but I wanted to ask you if you have 2 or 3 friends you can think of who have mentioned that they would like to lose some weight, tone up, or just feel better. I could really appreciate the referrals. Can you send me their email address or Facebook contact? Thank you so much. Again, I'm being forward and I'm saying, hey, can you send me their information? Not just a brief like, hey, do you think that do you have anybody who you know? Something like that doesn't really work. You have to be more forward and kind of just tell them and direct the conversation. And again, these are things that I've learned by failing forward, because I used to write books to people and I was not good with conversations, all right? And then I just put this little daily checklist kind of again as a reminder of what we should all be doing as coaches. We all, no matter if you're a coach for a day or 5 years, we should all be completing the same daily checklist, doing our workout, drinking our shake, reading or listening to personal development, same thing that I was talking about for our power hours. All right, number 4. Actually, this is 4 and 5 that I just combined on this slide. So number 4 is not necessarily going to get you to Success Club right now, but it's something that is so important that you're all doing, is mentioning the discount and the coaching opportunity to your current challengers. I hope you all are doing this, and if you're not, please let this be a light bulb moment to get in your challenge groups and start messaging your challengers about the discount and about the coaching opportunity. Because guys, we don't just rely on challenge groups. You have to grow a team in order to make money, in order to rank advance, in order to climb up the leadership ladder. These are musts. You need coaches on your team. So what you're going to see from me, my style, is that the first 2 weeks of every month, I'm advertising and talking about challenge groups on my social media sites. That's it. I don't really talk about the coaching opportunity. Then the following 2 weeks, so the second half of the month, so if you go to my Facebook page, guess what you're going to see? You're going to see coaching ads. Like every 5 to 7 posts, I am putting up a what is coaching opportunity advertisement. I am talking about the snippets of my day. I'm sharing what the business has done for myself and my family, and I am inviting people to join my team. And that's what I'm talking about in private messages too. So I'm constantly, that is my system, that is my cycle, and that's what I do. So making sure you guys are doing the same thing is really important. So at least that's going to be growing your team and in your volume as well. So number 5, this was like an aha moment. Like, guys, if you don't have your spouse signed up or a loved one, do it right now. Like as soon as you get off the call, go get them a challenge pack. It's an easy 2 points. It's an easy coach for your team. I don't know where I would be if I did not sign my husband up as a coach, my very first coach. He is at the top of my downline, and the volume under his account is insanely ridiculous, okay? And it was because at the time I had no idea what that even really meant. I was a brand new baby coach. I didn't have the money at the time to even buy him a challenge pack. I put it on a credit card. I did it because, again, I was all in with the business. I trusted the process. I believed what my uplines were talking about, and I was coachable. I wanted this to work. So I was going to do everything that they told me to do. So that was an easy 2 points for me that month of June in my my first full month as a coach. So just another little tip for you guys. Hold on, I'm gonna take a drink of water. All right, next. Now, number 6 and number 7, ads and incentives. Okay, so ads are not something that I typically do. But this month I was like, you know what? I have like 7 tubs of unopened E&E in my pantry, and I'm not at the Success Club points that I normally am at. So I wanted to just see. I'm just playing around. So a few days ago, I took my E&E, and we all know that the 22-minute hardcore challenge pack is only $140. So I just took a picture of myself holding these, and, I wanted to be get a few more Success Club points by today for our cutoff for tomorrow, new week starting. So I just put 2 days left free with Shakeology. So I will just send whoever would sign up a tub of E&E. That's the incentive that they're getting. And in the 22-minute hardcore, which is kind of quote unquote free because it's $140, and Shakeology is $130 by itself. By the time you add in tax and the cost of full price shipping, it ends up being close to, that $145, $150 mark. So this was just my ad. Who likes a bargain is what I put up there. Added those incentives in, and guys, like, I never really do these ads, and I might actually start doing them a little more often because I got 4 challenge packs from it over the last 2 days. There you go. And I'm not saying that it's going to work every single time. This just might have been, I've been inviting behind the scenes, personally, private messaging a lot of people. But this was just that like little trigger pull for people. So doing that, I create banners, and I create something like this is just an example for you guys. I actually just started up doing a fit club again, which is just a local place. We go to my church, and just invite people to come and do a workout once a week with us so they can kind of like get a taste and a feel of what Beachbody is like. But this is just a little image that I made, but you could do this even for your challenge groups. You know, make a cute banner and just keep putting it up into your social media site and talk about your challenge groups and your upcoming, you know, whatever you have going on, your new coach sneak peeks, something like that. And then this bottom picture is just an ad again of what is coaching. So I have my what is coaching call tonight. So this is just an image that I made. So really understanding that you have to put out those call to actions on your social media pages. You need people to know. They don't always get the likes, you know, that we like to see, that if you put your picture of your kids, you're going to get 10, 15, 30 likes, where these might not get any, but this is the type of posts that make people really start to think, and they're the ones that private message you versus just hitting the like button on your post. You want engagement, so that's really good. Number 8, make sure you are forming relationships. So form family, occupation, recreation, message. What does that mean? It means that's how your conversation should go, and you should keep it short, sweet, and to the point. So family, that's super simple way to start a conversation. Hey, you know, I see you're a mom too. How old are your kids? They're super cute. Something like that. Talk about their family. Then they're going to respond to you next. So then you're going to ask them what they do for a living. You know, what do they do? Are they a stay-at-home mom? Are they a teacher? Whatever. And then what's the natural process is most of the time whenever they respond, well, I'm a blah, blah, blah. What do you do? Well, this is your in where you're like, I'm a health and fitness coach. You know, this is where you get to start to really like start talking to people about what it is that you do. And then it just leads into them. What do you do for fun? Do you enjoy working out? You know, do you like your job? And then the message, that's when you send your direct invite. And I always ask the question if I can send them information. So then I would say, hey, Sally, you know, something along the lines of, I would say, I'm hosting a 21-day summer slim down challenge. It starts on June 1st. Can I send you some information about that? Most of the time, they're going to say yes, okay? And that's when you just start. Then you ask them a bunch of questions, and hopefully you get a challenge pack sale out of that one. But something too, you guys, just you have to go into this with an open mindset. It goes back to that first step. It's always going to be your mindset. You have to understand that you're helping people. You have to believe that this is ultimately your goal and what you're going to do. And you have to be fearless, be authentic, be you. And I love this little picture of a day in the life as an entrepreneur, because so many coaches, you guys, can look at success and think that it is just a straight line upward, and it is not. Every single one of us, I know myself, Brandy, Lauren, Alyssa, this is what our day looks like, is the ups and downs and peaks and valleys. You know, I'm excited one second, and I'm like, oh, this is so hard. And then I'm like sitting here ugly crying at my desk because 15 people told me no. And then I'm like, one person will write me back and say, yeah, sure, send me information. And then it like goes back up to this peak where it's like, yes, it's working. Like, yay, I did something. And then it's, I messed up. Like, it's just highs and lows. And then just understanding though that I just embrace it. I think it's beautiful. I think that it's amazing. It helps me grow as a person, and it does the same for you. You just have to understand that it's an unconventional job, and it's the coolest one ever. And think of the amazing people you get to meet and help along the way. And then last but not least, just commit to never giving up. You guys, that's the ultimate bread and butter right there. You can't fail if you don't quit. And I want you to ask yourself this right now. Why are you a coach? And I actually want you guys to post. Start the chat. Keep yourself accountable. Why are you here? Why are you coaching? What was your big aha moment that made you decide, yes, I want to start this business. I want to coach. You have to have a why. You have to know the direction. You have to know why it is you're inviting all of these people and spending that hour every single day to invite and to talk to people and to move your business forward and to grow your team. You have to. And understanding too that positivity, you know, shining your light, it truly means that you have to do that, and you have to stay positive. You know, being positive in a negative situation is not naive, it's leadership. Every one of you are leaders the second that you sign up to be a coach. All right? There's no difference. It doesn't matter if you're a 15-star diamond or if you're a coach. We all have the same ability to do this business. It's just the mindset and the creativity that we do, and the why power that drives us to get to our goals. And it's setting those goals to make sure that we achieve them. And then the commitment of this business is commitment means staying loyal to what you said you were going to do long after the mood you set it in has left you. So many times I've had coaches quit. I've had my coaches come to me, in a negative mindset because they have this distorted image of what success looks like, and they think that it's easy, or they think that we just love running challenge groups for 3 years straight and that we don't get burnout, or it doesn't get stale for us. It does, but we've committed to doing this. And on those times, for myself, I'm talking about myself especially, those times whenever I feel like, oh, my challenge groups are just kind of like blah, I'm not really loving doing my challenge groups anymore. I'm a leader, so I revamp what I'm doing. I start from scratch. I help my challengers in a different way. I look up new recipes. I try new things. I lead by example. That's what we do as leaders. That's what we do as coaches. So keeping that in mind for sure. And just going all in and telling yourself, I'm here for a reason and I'm going to make this work. And I'm never going to give up. All right. And then I really like this little image here. And I want you guys to take a screenshot of this or write it down on a piece of paper and start doing this at your own workspace. When you've invited 3 people to a challenge group, to a coach information webinar, and to join your team, hit the buzzer. So make yourself a little buzzer, or put this on sticky notes, or do something to reward yourself for inviting 3 people to each of these specific topics every single day. It's fun. I think that it's awesome whenever I get to highlight it off of my paper. Like, maybe that's weird to some, but to me, I love seeing that everything on my to-do list is highlighted. So that's my reward. And then I'm like, okay, cool, done for the day, shut it off, and I go play with my kids or do whatever. But, you have to do the work to create the business. And we know this, okay? There is absolutely no lack of resources and no lack of training for any single one of you sitting on this call, listening to the playback on our teams. Nothing, okay? But what does happen is this whole thing of analysis paralysis, because there is so much information, and sometimes you just start, oh, I'm gonna read this. I'm just gonna dabble at this. I'm gonna. I hear that all the time. No, you have to stop and you have to say, I'm gonna figure this out as I do it. It's taking that leap. So many people stand on the edge of the cliff and look over. Don't be the person standing on the edge of the cliff just staring over at everybody else or staring down into the unknown. Let this today be your shove. I'm shoving you off of the cliff right now. You have to grow your wings on the way down. No matter what stage you are in this business, we all have to take the leap more than once. All right? So grow your wings on the way down. You can do this. I'm literally breathing life into you or back into you. You have to just do it. What there is the lack of resourcefulness, a lack of getting plugged into the groups, into the team pages, into trainings. You have to get yourself plugged in. You have to initiate the first conversation with your coach, with your upline. You have to communicate and say, okay, I'm ready to take this step. Can you help me? Where can I get plugged in at? Your coach is going to meet you halfway. You have to take the first step. And then lack of time management and lack of prioritizing is what I see most of. And then also, again, how I said, revisit your why. And I see the little light flashing up here, so I can't wait to go up and read some of you guys what you're writing. But revisit that why. You have to know why you're here. And if that vision is cloudy, you have to somehow manage to get it back, because you won't be productive. You won't hit Success Club. You will not move your business forward if you don't have a solid why and use that to power you along the way. All right, so your call to action today, guys, is to, again, revisit that why and take action. It is only the 25th. You can literally go and hit Success Club today. I have gone into Success Club in a matter of hours before. You can do it. Don't doubt yourself. Make Success Club the most important goal of your month and help 3 people. And then duplicate the system. And what I mean about that is the basis of this business is truly simple. And when it's broken down into these few little steps, it just brings clarity. So our job is to hit Success Club, recruit new coaches, teach them to hit Success Club, and recruit new coaches. Repeat, repeat, repeat. That's it. It's duplication over and over. So you sign up 3 people You then sign up a couple coaches a month, and then you teach your coaches to do the same thing. All right. So if there's any questions, I'm actually going to stop the screen share here and read some of your super awesome whys. And then also, if you have any questions, you can feel free to post them over here in the chat. Financial freedom, Erin, that is awesome. That was my why too. And to be able to stay home with my kids and just have the freedom of life, to be able to just live my life how I wanted to. It's awesome. Lisa, I'm here because I need to change my life. Be there for your kids. Freedom, flexibility, absolutely. It's super cool. I love seeing all of this. For sure. Freedom. And that's most of the time, that's what we all want. You know, helping one person like myself who doubted until trying it. That was me. I was the queen of skeptics, you guys. I don't know. I really feel like most of the top coaches, elite coaches that I know, that was how we started out, like skeptics, or we started in a challenge group and, lost the weight. And that's how the believers came out, because you know that the products work. Belief in the products, belief in the system, everything that we do matters. Yeah. Why? To share what has instilled confidence in me. Absolutely, Catherine. I was so not confident whenever I started, you guys. I wasn't. If someone would have told me 3 years ago that I would host team calls, that I would get in front of people, that I would be standing on stage at Coach Summit and speaking, I would have laughed. No way in heck. Like, I didn't even like to talk to people on the phone, like at all, because I was always such a shy person. Let's see, do you use anything else to track besides your planner? I know there's quite a few options out there, like Asana, Teamsy, Pipeline. My notebook. I have tried I've tried Asana. I actually have an account, but no, I don't. I use my notebook. That's the only thing that I personally keep up with. So whatever works for you. I'm not a computer person. This little notebook, again, it's brand new. My other one was pretty much beat up, but it goes everywhere. It fits in my my carrying bag with my laptop. So whenever I know that I'm going to be out for the day, I take this with me, because I just grab, again, the unconventional awesomeness of this business is it's 100% mobile. So my laptop comes with me whenever my family and I decide to go do a beach day for the whole day, or just pick up and go camping for the weekend. And I just connect to my hotspot and I knock out my power hour on the road or whatever we're doing. It's just a priority for me. Yeah, of course, Lisa. I will for sure share the slides. Absolutely. Yeah, sure. I'll take pictures of my notebook too for you guys. It's literally I'll take some pictures and upload them in the group. Okay? Any other questions? Absolutely. I hope this was really helpful. I'm very passionate about the business, obviously, and Success Club, because I know that if we're not hitting Success Club, there's no growth. All right? So keep the whys coming, you guys. Post them in your team pages, 100%. I know your coaches want to see them, and I know that it inspires other coaches on the team who maybe also are kind of just feeling kind of stuck or just need a reminder. We all need a reminder of why we're here sometimes. And you redefine. My why has been redefined several times, and it's okay to go back and say, okay, well, I need to redefine this. What is it that I'm here for? Okay? Awesome. Well, hey, you guys have an awesome Wednesday. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day. I really appreciate it. And yeah, cool. Absolutely. The slides, I will send them over to Alyssa and Brandy and Lauren, and we will get them all uploaded. And then the call will be uploaded too as soon as it goes on YouTube. Thanks, guys. Have an awesome day. Bye.